found some answers offensively, especially there in the middle innings?
I think it was really important for us to, kind of struggle a little bit early, but then let it go. And I think maybe that's been a little bit of our challenge the last couple of weeks, is if we struggled early, we let the frustration kind of sit on our shoulders like bricks. And when you do that, your next at-bat's not going to be any better. So you have to learn from the struggle, but then let it go so you can have a free swing the next time up. And I'm really, really proud of our offense for just getting better as the game went along.
How big was Peyton's strikeout in the top of the fifth to end that inning before you guys kind of got the offense going?
Oh, yeah. I mean, she came in a tough situation there, and we made a really nice defensive play, forcing the runner at third, so we kept him in the forced situation. But Peyton just loves those big moments, and you have all the confidence in the world in her right there.
What do you like about Peyton coming in that spot as opposed to maybe starting the game where that pressure is on her with the tie game plate?
Well, Peyton gets better with pressure. Sometimes early in the game, if the game isn't giving her some pressure, she'll kind of go into cruise control. And I think when she comes in a situation like that, the crowd goes crazy. They start playing her song, the row three rowdies. I mean, everybody just goes nuts, and she feeds off of that. So she's just going to be better the bigger that moment is.
Her energy, it just seemed like it was on another level today. Obviously, she celebrates every strikeout, but what about her today made her kind of on another level all around?
I think all week we've just talked about, coming out and attacking. I mean, I know we use that word all season long, but just really meaning it, that we've got to come out and let go of pressures and fears and doubts and anything like that and just play ball. And there's nobody that exemplifies that better than Peyton.
What do you think mechanically led to that offensive explosion you guys had?
I really think it was just us being more committed to the pitches we wanted to hit, because she was throwing us some of those pitches early, and we just weren't jumping on them. And when Riley West turned on that, I mean, you can just tell when a hitter has a plan and they're really committed to it, they're going to square a ball up.
What do you like about Taylor paneling tonight?
Well, I love that she saw the opportunities for the drag bunt, because that's such a great weapon of hers. And then I like that, her first at bat wasn't very good. She kind of swung at something that looked like it was pretty far outside and really didn't have a shot at it. But each at bat got better. And then the last one, with a team like Kentucky, I mean, a 2-run lead isn't very much. So the more runs we can put on the board, the better for our pitchers. And, our pitchers finally got to pitch a little bit more relaxed. We've been putting them in some really challenging, close games lately, and it was time for our offense to put the team on their back.
What was the explanation for moving the on-deck circle?
Well, technically, wherever the on-deck circle is, that's where you're supposed to stay. I've always had our hitters move up and down based on left or right-handed hitter for safety reasons, because we had a girl years ago get hit right in the face with a foul ball because she was standing too close with a left-handed hitter on the open side. So we always have our righties move down where they're behind the hitter and don't have a chance of getting a line drive like happened. The umpire the inning before, I thought he told me, hey, if you want to move it, but wherever it is, you got to stay. So I went to move it, and apparently I can't move it in the middle of the game. I have to move it tomorrow. So.
Carlin Pickens, was it more mental, finding control, maybe what was kind of off tonight?
I hate to say a pitcher's off when we give up 3 runs. I mean, but that's the way they've been pitching, that if they give up a run, everybody goes, what's wrong? They're human. Kentucky, I think, did a good job with their game plan for one. And if we missed it all, they were getting some good barrel on it. And we just felt like we couldn't really get into a good rhythm with working both sides of the plate, and maybe got a cross up here and there. And then that just didn't set us up well, and then they put good swings on it.
Do you think your team was feeling the pressure of that SEC championship hanging in the balance?
Oh, you're not human if you don't feel that and think about it. But you've got to flip it into, it's something we want. You got to go after what you want, and the only way you can go after something is all in, full out. When pressure makes you pause and hesitate and get on your heels, that's when it's a bad thing. But pressure's a privilege. I mean, we're where we are because we put ourselves there, and we should be proud of that, and we should, really embrace the fact that most teams in the country right now this weekend are not playing for a conference championship. They're playing for something, but it's not a conference championship. And we're one of the few in that position. So, hey, let's take advantage of the pressure that comes with that, because it's the same thing we're going to feel when we get out here for regionals and supers.
What is it like to, apologies if you've already been asked this, but kind of, pull out a gutsy win where it was back and forth?
I think we needed that. Our offense needed to know that we can do that we can flush the first 3 innings of at-bats, learn from them, and come out and really have some more committed at-bats.
And with that, SEC championship, getting closer to that and clinching that, what does this win feel like to start this weekend series with that on the line?
Well, I mean, anytime you win the opening night of a series, that's a good thing. And, I think this is 7 of the 8 series we've won on opening night. They've been through it all now. They know what to do tomorrow to be ready to play. They know what not to do. We've learned the hard way on that one too. So it's really just about us staying locked in on what we can control.